Hello, everyone. We are joined by Nerve from FURIA coming in after their game against Paper X today. So, firstly, I know so many people have probably asked you this question, but how does it feel to play in an international VCT game?
It's a dream come true. I mean, I wasn't expecting much from the crowd in Chile, but oh my gosh, the crowd is absolutely insane. And I tweeted it a few days ago. I've never been to an international before, but I really do think this has been the best crowd ever in VCT history. The crowd is insane. The energy is insane. And there were a lot of them were cheering for Fury today, even though I think Paper X is everyone's favorite team, from what I've seen at least.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, you can't really hate against Paper X,
Yeah.
but there was a lot of local support
Yeah.
for you
Oh
guys.
yeah.
You know,
For
I don't know
sure.
if you could hear it
Oh
between
yeah,
the rounds.
yeah, you can hear them for sure. You can hear people screaming "Ole, ole, ole, ole!" and "Furia, go Furia!" It's amazing. It's a dream come true.
Amazing. I remember seeing one of your tweets a while ago after you guys qualified as first seed about how last year, this time, you were sleeping
Yeah.
on the floor and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff, and now you're in tier one. So, kind of wanted to ask you a little bit about your journey because I'm sure a lot of people would love to know more about that. So, did you always want to be an esports player, or?
Not always, but when I first started playing Valorant, I knew like I loved it. I loved it so much. My passion grew every single day with everything that came with it, and I grinded through tier three, and tier two for so long. And I took a big gamble. I took a gap year from college. I moved out with my friends in Texas, sleep on the floor, ate oatmeal every day, and I grinded to where I am now, and I made tier one, and now I get to eat steak with my best friends and sleep in a bed. So you know what, like the loss does truly suck, but there's a lot to learn from this loss. And going forward, like we're going to do everything we can to have a lower bracket run.
I mean, this is only the second game in the whole tournament where it's gone to a map three, and even at the beginning of that map three, you guys had a pretty insane lead. I think it was 7-2 or 7-3 or something like that.
I believe 7-3, yeah, and then it ended up on 7-5, yeah.
So what happened in that second half? Because it just seemed like Paper X's attack it was completely unstoppable.
Yeah, I think they had a really good game plan coming into it. On top of us winning 0 out of 6 pistols doesn't help. It felt like we always were climbing back into rounds, and we never really had like any true momentum besides Haven attack side. So like not having momentum kind of sucks, but we're a very resilient team. We knew we had a chance to win the game, and unfortunately, like things just didn't pan out for us, and we made tiny mistakes that cost us the game.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of it, it seemed more like it was something that Paper X prepared very well
Yeah,
for,
yeah,
rather
for sure.
than something that you guys were doing wrong.
Yeah.
But what's the one lesson that you want to take from this game into your next game?
I think just taking more fights on our terms and just not letting them dictate the pace. Like I said, I think Paper X did an amazing job with their game plan, and it really felt like they had the control most of the game, and we weren't able to play Furia's playstyle or the Furia's game. We were playing into their game, and they really got the best of us.
Do you think there's something to be said about Paper X being the kryptonite for America's teams because it's 3-for-3 right now?
I mean, I don't think they're a kryptonite. I just think Paper X are a really good team with really great players and really good coaching staff. It's just an amazing group of guys that put in the work together, just like us. And I'm proud of how like they've come. And like I said, they're a really good team and an inspiration to play against them.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, it took them like 3.5 years to win an
Yeah,
international. You know?
that is true. So we've only been together for a few months. So hey, maybe we'll win the international soon. Maybe. Hey, like I said, we aren't out. Like
Exactly,
I'm fully confident that we can pull a lower bracket run here.
The most legendary wins
yeah.
have a lower bracket runs.
Yeah,
If you think about
that is true. That is true.
Talking about you in particular, I think do you think it helps coming from a region like NA where you think there's such a robust tier 2 scene, a lot of orgs supporting it, a lot of tournaments happening compared
Yeah.
to say Pacific or even the other regions?
Yeah, for sure. I think unfortunately tier 2 isn't as good as it was in the past, but having like at least some foundation of tier 2 helps players like cultivate that scene and kind of just get better and grind through like the mud. And I truly hope it gets better because I think it's declining as of lately. And I think a lot of players can play on the same path that I did, grind through tier 2, grind through tier 3, and play on the stage and accomplish their dreams like I am today. So yeah.
How did your family take it when you told them, hey, I'm going to go play for an esports team full time?
They didn't really understand it. My parents are a bit more, they're older and like more like old fashioned. So at first they didn't understand it. I had to fully explain everything to them. But when I explained everything, they were fully on board and they were fully supportive. And shout out to my mom. It's her birthday today.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Mom, we couldn't win, but I love you so much and I miss you. And I can't wait to see you guys back home.
happy birthday. Can I call her Mrs. Nerve or?
You can call her whatever you want.
Well, happy birthday to you, Nerves Mom. All right, but I mean, like you said, you've got that lower bracket run ahead. So, what team do you want to face next? You said you guys wanted to face Paper X.
Yeah.
That's done with. So, what's up next?
So is it loser of NRG BBL or I don't know. I don't even know who
I
we
think it's
play.
Nongshim and Gentlemates playing right now, but I'm not sure if it's the same bracket because it's a bit confusing sometimes.
Okay, no matter who it is, honestly, I don't really care. I don't really put out like bounties on teams. Other than like we wanted to play Paper X as a team, but for the rest of the tournament, whoever we play is who we play, and we'll do our best to win. Just have fun.
I really like that attitude. Talking about attitudes, you guys have had a hella really positive attitude coming in through Americas the whole time, and I think there's been a lot of gratitude, but also a lot of excitement for the roster. So tell me what it means to you personally, because I mean, of course, it being your first tournament is one thing, but to win so consistently against all expectations with your best friends, how does that feel?
Yeah, like you mentioned, there's no expectations for us. So us as a team, we kind of just show up every single day, and our goal is just have fun and just do what we can. Like, we don't have the expectations of like the best teams in the world where we're like, I don't know, always expected to win everything. FURIA is known as this like cursed org. Everyone puts us as underdogs in every single match. It doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter if we win every single game. It doesn't matter if we win champs. People are still going to say, if you laugh, you go to the FURIA rebuild. So, like I said, like we just show up every single day, do what we can, and we just hope we win. That's all.
Talking about the regional differences, I mean, is there like a big disparity playing, against America's teams in ECT Americas versus, playing in an international stage? I know it's only been one game, but what's the big difference for you?
A little bit. I think APAC has this. I don't really know how to explain their style, but they have a good style that's a little bit different from the Americas teams, especially like the top teams like NRG and maybe old G2. I think G2 currently is trying to like replicate a PRX style. But playing that new style of PRX, it's definitely like eye-opening, and we definitely learned a good lesson from this match. And playing teams like PRX in the future, we're definitely going to be more prepared.
Mm-hmm. Talking about your agents in particular, you've been playing a lot of that lure controller kind of role. So do you feel in this meta your job is exponentially harder because of the double duelists just going around getting info? All that.
Yeah, for sure. I think Viper right now, as OP as Viper is, and how many times they've nerfed Viper, I think Viper right now is. It's very unfun, in my opinion. But when I do play the Teo, it's my favorite agent. I love playing Teo. So, you know what, maybe they'll nerf Viper again, and I'll get to play Teo in every map, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, it's a pretty unfun role, but I think I'm pretty good at doing my job and setting up my team for success and just trusting everyone else to do their job and put us in the right spot to win the game.
100%. I mean, I also understand the feeling about the Viper nerfs coming in again and again. And again,
yeah,
but I enjoy playing Teho too. He's still quite powerful if you can get him in a good post position.
Sure.
You think we'll be seeing more teams run that double initiator, because I know the current meta is very heavily towards WP executes, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think not right now. Just with the initiator nerfs and how good Yerrow is and Waylay and Neon. I mean, right now it's not the smartest to run double initiator unless it truly fits your style, like a team like NRG.
Yeah, they've been running the Teho pretty well. Ethan looks so comfortable.
Yeah, 100%. I think they're an insane team, and they truly run that double initiator really well. But right now, I think for most teams, it's pretty troll, especially with a team like us, with someone like Alum and Gwalnoob. Like, why don't we just keep running the double duelist and run it down? You know what I mean?
They've been kicking ass for most of the time.
100%. They're insane.
How's it been for Alum, your fellow tier 2 to tier 1 joinee?
Yeah, I mean, this guy's absolutely insane. I think he's going to be pretty disappointed at himself today. But I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of how far he's come. Me and him together played on core in tier 2. Mm-hmm. And I think this guy has an insanely bright future, and this is only the start for him.
Why don't you give me a line about each of your teammates, because you speak so well, so I don't go on my web.
Just a line about each of my teammates.
Yeah.
I think EU. I'll start from EU. I'll go like the order of the chairs. So EU.
Perfect.
This guy is the most calm player I've ever played with. He is really good at reassuring everyone, like, hey, like it's okay, like we're in the driver's seat, like whatever it is, like reassurance. He's like our reassurance guy. Super calm and an insane shooter and clutcher. Next, Gwalnoob, best opera in the world. It's not even close. This guy, when he puts a scoped weapon in his hands, we just have a plus 50% chance to win the round. This guy's our fearless leader, insane IGL. I put so much trust into him to make the right calls and like lead us in the right way, and I love him so much. And then Toro, like I said, this guy's insane. He has an extremely bright future. He's an insane player right now, and I think he's truly mastering like this Neon Waylay role, and it's so much fun to play with him. And the amount of space he makes, it is insane. Like I've never really seen I've never seen a duelist truly like it.
Mm-hmm. And your coach?
I love him so much. These guys are really good at cultivating a good environment for the team, setting up like simple game plans for us, while at the same time relying on, or not relying, but trusting our game and our instincts, not necessarily like making a full game plan and playing into them, right? So I think they're doing both a really good job of just helping us out and giving that like extra bump to win these games.
I'm talking about winning these games after, or what do you want to do in Santiago? If there's one thing you guys want to do before you go.
Man, I'm a big nature guy. I like hiking. I like just like going outside.
There's a lot of mountains around.
Yeah,
Here.
anything like nature related, I'd love to do. Hopefully, we'll have time to do it. But in the meantime, we'll try to play this tournament, try to win it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Thank
the
you.
interview, and good luck for your next
Thank you
game.
so much.
And happy birthday again to Mama Nerve.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.